Hello and welcome to today's video. Today's topic is bus line 118 running from Tapiola to Espoon Keskus, and after creating this line I have created all the knots in the Espoo regional traffic. So Espoon Keskus is the final hub for traffic in this town. This will once again be a long video. Most of the line, in fact I think 90% of it, will be completely new. So get ready for quite some creation. The line starts at Tapiola, but I will not start by creating the line because immediately the first stops will be completely new ones. And the first stop is Hakarinne, Haagslyttningen, and it will be located somewhere around here. And from here we will connect it with the Tapiola metro station and bus terminal, which of course have already been created in the previous videos. There we go. And then let's just add the signals there, and that's it. After Hakarinne, the line will stop at Hakalehto. And Hakalehto is obviously called Haagliden. And the stop is located right around here. So there we go. And then let's connect it with the previous stop over there. And once again start this game with the signals. And that's it, ready. After Hakalehto, the following stop will be Jousenkaari. And the Jousenkaari stop is also called Jousenkaari on the Swedish side, so we'll just believe that. In this case it does have a Swedish name, but as the Swedish map of HSL says it's Jousenkaari, then it will be Jousenkaari. What do I have to say to that? I mean, nothing. And so far it's been fairly smooth. Straight road, no interesting knots and stuff. Well, they will come and we will get to them, but until then it's all fun and games. So far here. Well, what do we have next? What we have next is a stop called Urheilupuisto, and this is already familiar to you because now we will connect with the existing network. We will take a turn from, okay, let's move those signals a bit that way, and then let's create the connection from here. So we will connect with existing road in here, and now I think it's time to create the line itself. Oops. There we go. Let's build the tracks and let's create the line, and then let's see what happens. So, I did say line number 118, and that is it. And it offers always the red color first, but we will go with the blue. So, stopping at Hakarinne, stopping at Hakalehto, stopping at Jousenkaari, and stopping at Urheilupuisto. That's a good start. After stopping at Urheilupuisto, we will then turn left and stop at a stop called Orionin Risti. No, that's not the place. That's the place. And once again it says that this... wait a second. Once again it says that this stop only has a Swedish-speaking name, so... sorry, only a Finnish-speaking name, so then it will be Orionin Risti, period. If the map is incorrect, I am incorrect, but I will have to rely on the map. So this is where we will once again exit the comfort zone. And after Orionin Risti, we will then stop at Orion. How original. So there is a massive drug factory over here. And that's the place these stops serve. So that's done, and then let's connect with the previous stop at Orionin Risti over here. And add the usual signals. So there we go. After Orionin Risti, or no, sorry, Orion, we will then stop at Lukupuron Puisto, which actually is a one-way stop, but not in this universe. Lukupuron Puisto, Lukubeksparken, I will create as a double stop. Here we go. And let's connect it with the previous stop. So there. I think these videos are so slow-paced that you could watch them in double speed and not miss a thing. Maybe that's something you do, or maybe some of you will use these videos as a key to falling asleep at nights. So then we will stop at Parolantie, which means that we're actually going to connect with the existing network once again, and this means that I will be building the tracks after this connection and then continuing with creating the lines. Okay, let's build it. And let's go back to lines. So after stopping at Urheilupuisto, we will then move through this Orion area and the Lukupuron Puisto, and then we'll stop at Parolantie. And after that, the stop is at Kokinkylänsilta. Once again, previously known stop. The following stop will be at Klaris. I don't think that one has a Swedish-speaking name. No, it doesn't. So the stop will be located around, somewhere around here. There are several stops with the same name, but I will locate mine in here. Then we'll need to build a bridge. over troubled waters, or actually ring road number. That must be ring road number 2. Yes, it is ring road number 2, a road which was never and probably never will be completed because the focus has shifted from creating roads into creating rails, so only this early part of it has actually ever been built, and I don't think it will ever be ready. After Claris, we stop at Suurpellon aukio. What's that? Okay, well, no. Suurpellon aukio, Storåkerplatsen comes right after the roundabout. And there we go. Connection established. And then we have a stop called Lukutori, which is located wait. Yeah, it's located a bit northwards by that park here, and it's Lukutoriet. That's it, the name is already correct. There we go. After Lukutori, we will have a stop at Hentan aukio, Hemtansplatsen, right? Yes, which comes just before the roundabout. And then the journey continues to the left from the roundabout to a place called Lillhemtintie. Obviously, that's called Lillhemtvägen. That's correct. So the stop will be around this part of the road. And then we'll just continue straight through everything here. I don't need no roundabouts, and I will regret it later. But later is later, and now is now. And I'm just eager to cut corners in order to get lines finished before my holiday begins. So this has rather, instead of just being a pastime enjoyment, become a way of getting things done, so to say. Then, after Lillhemtintie, we stop at Välihentaan-tie Mellanhemtvägen. And that stop is located here. And our goal is Espoo Keskus over here, so we're slowly approaching, but only slowly. After Välihenttäntie, we'll stop at Kuurintorppa, Kuurtorpet, which actually is a one-way stop, but this time I am kind. And from Kuurintorppa, we'll be moving on to Hopeatie. That's probably this one, yes, Silvervägen, that's it. And after Hopeatie, we will then have a stop at Kourukuja. What's that in Swedish? No, it's Korukuja. Yes, Korukuja. Smyckesgränden. That will be around here, I guess. That's right. Oops. After Korukuja, we will then stop at Kuurinmäki, Kuurbacken, which is around here. And from Kuurinmäki, let's see where we'll continue from here. The following stop is called Tahkokuja, which is pretty far away actually. Slipstensgränden, And it's located over here, so we're almost in Tuomarila already. And Espoo is getting closer. It's getting really, really close. Let's just ignore one more roundabout. Luckily, we don't have civilian traffic here. Oops, that's in the wrong place. And after Tahkuja, we will then stop at Pitkänotko. What are these places? I mean, Pitkänotko, Long Snow, which is right around here. There we go. After Pitkänotko, we will then stop at. We'll skip one one-way stop again, and we'll stop at the Joupinkallio, Jusberget, which is located right next to the following crossing over here. And then let's see where this will lead us. There we are, ready to connect. And after Joupinkallio, we will then stop at Joupinmäki. And the distances between the stops are pretty great at the moment, but Joupinmäki Jusbacken is of the next crossing I will use, and then let's just see which one it is on the map. And the answer is the one heading backwards, so it's over here. And after Joupin-Kallio, we will then... no. Joupin-Mäki. Wait a second. Yep, that's my problem. It's Joupin-Mäki, not Joupin-Kallio. There we go. Fixed. Sorry about that. So after Joupin-Mäki, we'll then stop at Kirstin koulu, which is probably once again just a Finnish name. That's correct. There we go. And after Kirstin koulu, we still have some stops left. We are actually on the better side of this line already. But the end is near because the end is over here at Espoo. So just a few stops remaining. And then we'll stop. Sorry about this. I will stop at a stop called Kirstinmäki, Kirstibakken. And after Kirstinmäki, we'll stop at Kirstinharju, Kirstiåsin. And now I already know where we are, so we're close to the end. And after Kirstinharju, we will then stop at sorry, Valapuisto, Edparken, which comes before the next roundabout. There we go. And after Valapuisto, we stop at the first stop of the Espoo station. Because there are several ones of them. So the first stop of the Espoo station will be located somewhere around here. And this stop does not exist. We will connect it with the Espoo station. Don't ask me why I want to do it this way, I just want to do it this way. If it is the Espoo station, it is the Espoo station, period. There we go. And then there are still a couple of stops left before we get to the Real Espoo station. Because we're on the wrong side of tracks now. And the following stop is called Samaria, I think, if I remember correctly. That is right. Samaria is located in here. Well, I will once again have to just guess where this stop is really located and then just fix the problems later. And after Samaria, we will end the line to the Espoo station. Oops, I forgot about this little thingy here. And okay, it seems I have a bad angle somewhere. What's this? Gun? Looks good. Thank you. Those things really are a nuisance. And then the Espoo station bus stops are located somewhere in here. I think I will just... let me think. No. I will make it a one-way stop. I will put the platform. I mean, come on. What the fuck? I will put the platform in here and in here. And then I will just quietly delete the stations. And just merge everything with everything. I will also delete this station and I will merge everything with everything. Thank you. Then I will try not to merge these two stops with each other, which didn't prove that difficult after all. Oh no, there is... sorry about that. This is a one-way stop. Then I will go on and just create an ordinary double track passing this entire thing, because the one-way Espoo station or the both-way Espoo station stop is somewhere in different place. And then I will create a bridge over this railroad here, like that. And soon we will reach Samaria from here. And then let's put in the signals, and then let's finalize the bus stop. And after that, I think another line is shortly to be finalized. And oops, that was line 118. So Espoo really is a strange place. It has several centers. There is Espoon Keskus, where we are now. There's Tapiola, where we actually left. There's Leppävaara, which is also located by the railway track. There's Matinkylä, and in an kind of a growing way, there's also Kivenlahti. So, well, basically, what we have is a multi-centered city. How this thing works, well, I'm not really sure about that, but somehow it works. So, here we go. Another loop has been created. So let's build the blueprints, and then let's see where I was left with this line when it all started. It was far away. It was somewhere around here. So from Kokinsilta we will then head to Klaris, and then we'll just add all of these stops which I just created, most of them which are new, of course, because most of the area and the lines are new. That's okay. You have to create this in order to someday create shorter lines. And as this is the final line called 110 something, I actually believe that we'll shortly be moving towards the Leppävaara area and start adding lines there. But I'm not completely sure about this, so maybe you will just have to wait until tomorrow's video in order to see what I have in store for there. I will surely have something that I will promise, but what on earth could it possibly be? We'll get to that later. It wasn't actually that long of a line. Oops. Well, I missed creating one part of that stop, but then we'll just have to live without it, so goodbye. That's the line. Passenger service opened. Let's see how often it runs. It runs every... I think it's trying to run every 50 minutes, so that's what we will look forward to. And the line is 118, so let's say 15 minutes. I will need 6 of these, I think. Let's at least buy some before we check it out again. Well, we'll need more. We still need more. And we need one more. Bingo. Line finished, bus is bought, everything operational, and it's time to say bye. There will be once again another video tomorrow. But until then, bye.